Alright guys, welcome back to the Imaxit football channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. And if you're an avid fan of the channel, keep on doing that great work because we really and truly appreciate it. So obviously we have touched on this in one of our videos yesterday, but we got so much messages, people sending the information to us, so we decided that okay, for the persons that never really got the information, I'm just gonna come and detail it for you, time, place, and the actual situation of Dujuan Richards going to Newcastle on trials. All right. So thanks very much for persons turning up early in the morning and for others rewatching it. Just give me your thoughts in the comment section if you do miss this stream. I totally understand it, but you have to understand that I'm on a different time zone, so maybe I have other things to do throughout the day. All right. So, anyways, we had heard that Dujuan Richards had a trials at Newcastle. We never really got any further detail on that one, so that's why we came here now to try and give you as much. So let me go with the title here and tell you where to go and get the follow-up information in the future. You have a site called the Talk of the Tunes. The Tunes, those are individuals that dieharded Newcastle fans. All right, they are on Twitter and they are also putting out websites. So that's why I could have actually gotten the information maybe 20 minutes after releasing. All right, so the Talk of the Tune, NUFC blog .co.uk. They will give you all the further updates. So if you're a fan of Whisper, you definitely go there and get it. Or any future kids that should be going in England United Newcastle side. All right, so they said exclusive. Dan Ashford, wonderkid, arrives in England ahead of Toon trials. So they said Dan Ashford, wonderkid. So clearly maybe that is the little fine area that you're worried about, who have the connection. So maybe Dan Ashford is someone that you need to actually check out as well. All right, so anyways, let me continue right here. They said the Jamaican wonder kid Dujuan Richards has arrived in England ahead of a trial period at Newcastle United, which is set to begin on February 6th. So February 6th, you're going to hear about it. And remember, we're going to put his competitors as well. Obviously, he's just doing a trials, but we're going to talk about the persons that's already there in the positions that he does play. All right. So anyways, they stated the 17-year-old comes from the same Phoenix Academy as Aston Villa star Leon Bailey and could become the latest teenage sensation to sign should he impressed. All right. Yes, and then we continue right here to state we understand it will be a 2-week trials starting on Monday 6th of February with the 6'2" striker expected to train with our under 21s. So right there you heard it, the time that he's going to be there for, which is 2 weeks. Right, let me know in the comment section if you think 2 weeks is enough to impress the coaches them. All right, because remember we have a similar situation where in which a few personnel came in from America to play for Jamaica and they had just under 2 weeks and they weren't impressive enough under 2 weeks in order to get the job done. So I'm asking you guys, would you see that 2 week spell fair enough for him to prove himself? Let me know if you in the comment section now or after. All right, yes, and he's training with the under 21s, and that's why I'm going to go to the under 21s to show you the personnels there. All right, who are now being led by Ben Dawson following his appointment on Thursday. So you have a new coach at the under 21 levels, and he is Ben Dawson. So you can go and check him out yourself and see if he has the requisite skills in order to see what Whisper offers, because people ask those questions, so I have to just put it back to you. Richards, frequently referred as Whisper, currently plays for Kingston College and Phoenix Academy in his native land, Jamaica, where he recently bagged an outstanding 29 goals and 19 assists in the Manning Cup, a local schoolboy tournament. All right. And then they gave the details saying that the highly rated youngster jetted to England from Sangsters International Airport last night and touched down in Heathrow this morning, but won't link up with Newcastle until that time. So clearly, you get all the necessary information right there. He's not going to link up because it's a direct trials. All right, so he has to go in exactly the time that they say he should arrive. He should turn up, because remember the under 21s, they are already in camp, so they are signed to them. So it's completely different procedures. All right, because you have insurance and those things that ties in between. All right, yes. So let me look at it now, and then this one now we need to get out of the way for persons that like when I heard they don't play the Manning Cup, which I don't think the Manning Cup is the highest level football, and I think everyone knows that is true. But at the same time, you can clearly see that information about the Manning Cup was actually tied to his name. So Whisper, going forward, don't disrespect the Manning Cup, because that's the first thing on your CV that they are looking at. So we're glad we can see that as well. So it goes to show that it's a nice package that they have actually written here to give you all the necessary information. All right, so let me move over to the detailed screen. Get the personnels that have already arrived. Thanks very much. All right, we have Southside Brawling. Bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. Sanjay, first One Nation. All right, Bones TV. Blessings. Good morning to you guys. Shavan, Peart, already in the building. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. All right, yes, man, we are great, man. I'm just trying to put out this because people kind of send it to me, and they never knew that I've covered it instant as it happened. But because I don't put everything in my title, because as you know me, I'm just doing what I had on my paper, and I'm gonna stay by that. Anyways, Russell Walford says he definitely has the talent to get the job done in 2 weeks. So he's not gonna complain if it doesn't go Whisper's way in 2 weeks. That's why I ask it, because I know you'd have some persons come to say that, oh, it's not enough time. So I love the fact that Walford said that no, it's okay. 2 weeks is enough for him to display his skill set, and I respect that. I love that. I love the honesty coming from the people from yesterday. All right, I love that honesty, guys. Thanks very much for that, because it really helps me to evaluate the people and how they do think. Yes. So massive respect for that, man. All right. Andrew Slaughter, morning. Hope all is well, guys. As you come in, make sure to smash the like button. We are going to have a limited time on this one, and it might not pass the normal YouTube's threshold. So you have to just put as much likes on it so it stays in the algorithm until tomorrow. All right, yes, because I don't have the enough time to cover every single thing, or the time that's required. I have to support as much as possible, bro. No problem. I know that. But it's okay. If you can't, you can't at the time. It's okay. All right. Shaban said, I think 2 weeks is good enough, especially seeing that he's there 2 weeks in advance, so he can become acclimatized to the UK winter. Wow, that is nice. So I love the fact that the man's them looking for every possible way to give you the positives. All right. So we don't want to hear anyone, and I'm gonna pin this video right at the top of my channel. So that simply means we get the feedback from the people that came in this one and also in the chat, because I want it, so that means in the end we can always follow back to it, because that is beautiful. Thanks very much, man. All right. All right, and then we have Fanamina. Big up yourself, Fanamina. Thanks very much for passing back through. All right, so anyways, the individuals that will be rivaling with Whisper are more like the wingers, the left and right wingers, and also central forwards. So that is the individuals that will be combating with Whisper for a position, but they have already had their position there. All right, I'm just trying to show you who is going to be squaring off with in training. These guys have already selected and be good enough, and maybe you can check the individual personnels to see how good they are, to know if Whisper was fairly judged, because I know those things are going to come up as well if it does not go the way how majority of the persons think. So we want to clear every single angle before we leave this damn video. All right. Yes, because I'm not going to do it over again, so I want to make sure I clear it. All right, and I think I'm doing a good job so far. All right. So, anyways, these are the individuals that we put it right here. You have Michael Dewaney, all right, England slash another country. Let me make sure to get it right here. Zimbabwe. So England slash Zimbabwe. So you can play for both. You have Cameron Ferguson, 19 years old, English. All right, you can check them out. Cameron Ferguson, Michael Dewaney, Zimbabwe and England. Isaacs Westendorf, 21, central forward. All right, you have Kyle Crossley, 18 years old, English, left winger. All right, and you have Amadou Diallo, 19 years old, 19 years old, English, all right. And as you can see right here, it's showing you when some of them directly signed to the club. So Kyle Crossley, you can clearly see that he's from the youth 18s and then he goes up to the under 21s, all right. And then you can see Duane right here, he's from the youth 18s and he's stepping up, and they showed you the date when he came in at the youth 18, which is the July the 1st. All right, July the 1st, 2022. And by the end of the year, he's up into the under 21. So it only goes to show you that they are making progression and they have signed. So it goes to show that if you perform, they are going to sign you, and they are not out here trying to not sign you. All right, yes. So that's good. That's good. The next ones, they are still in the wings. So you will get Westendorf acting a little bit more stronger because he needs to get a contract. You understand me? He needs his contract. Yes, so he's there just maybe like whisper them as well. Maybe. I don't know, but maybe. But he doesn't have a contract with the club according to the website. Amadou is the same, looking a contract here. And then attacking wing midfielders, just to go through the rest of the team. You have Jay Turner Cook. So he signed with them as well, and we can just click it right here. And he was signed to the youth 18 July 1st, 2022, just the same. And then he's up in the under 21s as well. You have Rodrigo Vilca coming from Spain and Peru. All right, he has a market value of 350k already, but he's 23 years old, so you can't really count that. All right, and he's coming. He came in from Universitario de Deportes. Yes, he's coming from that club to come and do his thing. So he's not on a full contract as yet. So we're gonna keep tabs on that one. You have Jamie Miley, 19 years old, as well. That is good. So a lot of kids closer to his age there. A lot of kids. All right. He came in July 1st. Wow. Okay, so most of them came in at the same time. James Huntley, central midfielder, 18 years old. All right, 18 years old as well, and he's there in under 21. Nathan Carleon, 20 years old, defensive midfield. And Niall Brookwell, 20 years old. Joe Oliver, 20 years old. Josh Stewart, 19 years old. He has signed to them for the youth under 18s already. Alex Murphy, left back, 18 years old. Jordan Ackett, left back, 18 years old. All right. Jordan Ackett, yes, coming in from Spurs. All right, so that is good. Joshua Scott, 20 years old. Matthew Bonswell, Charlie Wiggett, 20 years old. Remy Savage, 21. Ari Barclay, 18. Jude Smith, 19. Will Brown, 21. Max Thompson, 18. All right, so that is the list that we have, guys. So it goes to show you that he's not, he might be the youngest coming in for trials, yes. But as you can see, a lot of 18 years old are there. Pretty much they are one of the much more dominated package. So the age gap is not so far. You get me? The age gap is not so far. So that is definitely good. All right. So you get to see every single thing that's possible out there. All the personnels that will challenge him, especially the left wingers and the central forwards. The good thing about him, he's a hybrid of both. You understand me? So that might can help him. But if we look at it, like if we check it like facts, maybe one of the central forward them can play an inverted winger as well, because it's just a new style formation when you have strikers that are flexible, like fast enough, like Erling Allen, but more like the fluidity of Mbappe style, so they can play in between. They can float between a striker and also a winger. So that is the difference at this point. All right. Chevron Pierce said, I know Mr. Butler has a reason why he sent him up so early. No, I don't think it's down to him. If he's getting an opportunity to bring a kid to see something, it's not up to him. It's up to the club to send things, send the product to them. And that's how it works. That's nothing to do with him. It has everything to do with the club. Yeah. Once you make certain move and you sign certain things, it's up to the club to make the vacancy. Mr. Butler don't own Newcastle, so he can't dictate how things go. He has to just sign a paper, and then they make the free spot that they can fit him in. All right? Yes. I don't know how you could even think otherwise, Chevron. I know you, bruh. You do better than that. Kohan said, bless up JD. In my honest opinion, you don't need 2 weeks to prove yourself. No, 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 no. Kohan, I've seen enough footballers worldwide, and I think Whisper will need the 2 week to prove himself. Just as what Pierre said above, acclimatize towards the condition is very much important. All right? Yes, he might have been in England before. But that does not say, because you spend years apart from the location, and even if you spend months apart and go back there, it takes a little time to get back to normal fitness level. And obviously the quality is going to be astronomically higher. Don't follow people, because I've heard people call in from England telling people that the quality is not so much in England. Well, that you see, sometimes that's why I've always said to people, don't overhype yourself, because you make a speech like that. What happens if he does not make the team? It's either going to be he's nowhere as good, or they are bad minding the player. And that's why I said always speak the truth, so at least you can have respect at the end. The quality in England under 21s, bruh, it's one of the highest in the world. Don't anybody call you and tell you anything otherwise. It's foolishness. So if Whisper don't make it, or if Whisper makes it, you should give him even more credit. You saw reality comes, you saw reality sinks in, guys. If the guy makes it, you can give him his true credit. But if you're going to disrespect the under 21s in England, and then it turn up him don't make it, what you're going to say about the kid then? You're going to make an excuse. So come on, man. The under 21s, we can all watch it. It's on YouTube. You check it. That is one of the highest level football playing in the world. Obviously, the technical side you would have to give to Spain. When you want technicalities, like younger quality level football, you have to go to Spain. And to be honest, when it comes to the technical part, I would not say they are the highest level. You'd have to go to Netherlands. But Spain and France would be first, and then England third. First and second for Spain and France, and England third. Whisper went to Spain already. I've never heard that they wanted to sign him instant. I've never heard that flat out. I've never seen any statement of that. So it only goes to show you that they needed more time with the player. You get if that's the case, they needed more time. So it only goes to show you the different qualities. So don't ever go around trying to disrespect people's and YouTubers. When people talking as foolishness, make sure them can prove themselves, like give you actual state facts, because they are not bringing any facts to the table. They're just talking a bag of bollocks, you know. So this is a good opportunity for the kid. He's going to be amongst quality kids, amongst his age range. You get me? His age range, so that it's good for him. He can sit in, feel comfortable. Hope he has people with the right mindset to get him in the right mood, so he can take advantage of it. So go out there and give it his all. The good thing we saw here, we have like 7 to 8 personnels that does not have contract with the team, but that always happen. So what that always shows you in those meetings, it's always a hungry thing. Makes man hungry just the same. All right. Yes. JD, you think Whisper would have to outclass these players by far to get signed? No, 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 man. Look, they have trajectory report, because remember they are some of the brightest minds doing these things and some of the most highly qualified personnel. So they are going to look at immediate success, mid-term success, and long-term success, and see what beneficial advantage they do have at any one of these points, and then forward all the necessary information, all the reports to is hierarchy, which is the Phoenix Academy. You understand me? And they will take the decision. They will make the decision. So even if they say, okay, we saw him as a long-term goal, a long-term goal. So in 3 years' time, we saw that maybe he can step up to the main team, and they send it back, the report back to the Phoenix Academy. What they have to do now, they have to decide if they want him to join this under 21s or not, because he could join the under 21s just the same. You get me? Yes or not. And if they want to go elsewhere, and then now they put everything together and said, okay, Newcastle top academy, they have a whole heap of money, they just come in, they just stepped up the thing to a different level. So we are going to go with them because we believe, we look at the report that they brought up 3-4, Willock and all of those guys came up 3-4 in a 3 year span. So they held to their actual standard, and we believe in Whisper, so Whisper can go up to that level. Or I'm going to look at all of the other clubs and say, all right, this club says this club says that, all right, I'm going to work with that. You get me? So they have to assess it properly, and that's why I've always come back to education, because the people that's handling you should be educated just as the people that's scouting you and assessing your documents. Let me know if you agree with that or disagree. You know why? Because they are going to have the decision in your hands. Sometimes I just give you vague statements, but I know exactly what I'm trying to put out from day one. You get me? And that's why I've always preached education. And people should be qualified handling these guys, because he becomes a person that people are interested in somewhat worldwide. We don't know what the extent of it is. We only can give you what we have here. But you see where it comes that you need professionalism, education, because you're going to get back that report of all the clubs that he goes to. And you have to put it down and make the right decision. So in the end, make sure you guys don't look at this guy as a 2 year project. Look at this guy as a 5-6 year, and judge the handlers accordingly to his decision. All right, not just the player, because we as Jamaicans have to be educated and make sure we grow these kids, because it's not just the parents alone grow these kids. We have to grow these kids as well. You understand me? So we have to watch the contract that they do sign in the end, and see if it's profitable to the kid or the agency or whatever. You get me? Because we heard Maggie's situation and all of those things. People said it was beneficial to the agent at the time, and there was stuff. That's why he signed such of a contract. So we are detailing these things straight to the point until he makes a decision, and then we come and assess that decision as well. So that means we have documented the problem. All right, if it's going to be a problem, or we can document the success and give the agent respect as well, because we're not gonna make an assumption or make up our mind before the actual time, but we are gonna push it to that line, in my estimation, and I think that is very well said. If you're gonna be honest, yes, because if they are similar in talent, it takes way more money to even get him there, and that would not be smart. Fan mine, it don't take any more money to get Whisper to England than the other guys them. No. The other guys they might have already had 3-4 personnels connected to their development, and you have to pay everybody when you have to sign them. So it might cost more for the other players them to be signed than actual Whisper. All right, fan of mine, that if you want me to get the information like for the players them, each one of these players and how much it would have cost to sign them to the under 21s, I can bring that in a next video. I will get that for you and bring it. Well, Whisper trains every day, so he should be as good as any player who does the same within his age group once he's acclimatized. So that simply means you would say that Whisper is equally as good as the best player at his age group in the world. Remember, you have some guys that's playing almost just like a year after playing World Cup. So I think that statement would not be true, and I think we are pushing that a little bit too high, you know. But maybe in this team, I would agree. Maybe in this team, he can compete with anyone. In this team, if he can acclimatize properly. So I would Walford. I would agree to some like some stake, but not all, you know, because I have to still keep it organic, and I can't, not because I'm a Jamaican, I will have to drop down others' quality to improve my person, and then I led you down the wrong road, and if he doesn't make it, then you're gonna say, but oh, JD told us, and he said he's credible. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. You understand me? Some of these players are really good players, all right? Ridiculously good players at some ridiculous age. You get me? We never get a chance to see them for ourselves in Jamaica, so that's why we have to vaguely speculate. But we gave you the name, just type in the names and you can see the players them for yourself, and then you can judge for yourself. All right, but always remember that the player got called because they saw something in the player, so that simply means they will give him a fair chance. Okay. Richard Stewart, DJ, France youth baller. Yes, France is one of the highest level in football development. Period. And they had proven it for the last 35 years. The one of the highest level development in world football. Period. France. If you look at it, a good tournament to watch is a talent tournament. Or Olympics and those stuff, but talent tournament would be a perfect one for you to see how they do bring through these talents over the years. Yes, man. Normally trials, if the team is serious, have trials play in games. Newcastle don't have a game until the 12th. Yes. So he's gonna be training with them, and they're in-house trials. So that in itself, Giovanni, you might know how the conversation went. You understand me? Yes. But we are not here to take down our, you know, we are good, man. We are good. Guys, once you come in, please do smash the like button and get us to 100 fast so we can get the visibility here. If you are new to the channel, definitely subscribe, share, and hit like button. The reason why we repeated this video, due to the fact that we got a lot of information, a lot of our suggestion that we need to talk about it separate. We had talked about it yesterday, but they wanted us to touch on it a little bit more. So this is the only vacant time I had, so I'm just trying to give you everything up front. All right, I will try and stay with you guys a little bit longer, but as I said, you have to always hit the like button so we can maximize the reach, so as much people get it before that I don't have to repeat the same information again, because I don't need to build 50 videos on the same thing. We want to move on because we have a lot of things happening in Jamaica. Kingston Academy doing a good amount of work and should be recognized highly, because I think they might be putting out the biggest work right now in Jamaica's football youth development. All right, so we don't want to repeat the same thing over and over, and we you know, yeah, hope you understand. Whisper must forget SBF football quickly, where he just run with the ball and try to do it himself. Okay, that's coming from Giovanni. At this level, coaches look, oh, you adapt. Yes, of course, to tough situation, 100%. So what he came up against Blake, yeah, he will come up against it every single time. Balakir said, JD, me believe in a Whisper from day one. Well, I don't care who believe in him from day one, day 60. At least you support him. Even if you don't believe in him, you support him just the same, because he's a Jamaican kid and he will need the necessary help and I don't think I wouldn't consider prayers in it because saying that prayers would be involved with saying that God would have to favor one person over one person, and I don't think God favor nobody over anybody. So I would not put prayers in it, but you can see you can do the prayer for him to reach safe and stay healthy. But on the decision and quality basis, I don't think God has any favorites. That don't work. You get me? Yes, so we would not put any God in it, but prayer for safety in deliver, reaching on the pitch and doing his thing. You get me? It's down to his own talent. All right. Visionary Allen, he has the best dealing with him. His agent knew his worth long before knew anything about him. Visionary, I want to say that his father knew his worth from day one. That's what I want to say because his father brought him to Mr. Butler. So it's not Mr. Butler knew his worth. His father and his family brought him there. So they believed in him first, visionary. Stop canceling out people. Give everybody their credit. All right. Believe in a Butler to take care of him. I am not going to do that. I'm going to wait and see because that means you blindly believe in people. You know, for me, it's not going to work. I will give Mr. Butler his credit when it completed because I'm here for Jamaican kids, not for just believe in a people. All right, because I love the kids and want the kids to reach places, not necessarily need to just overhype every situation. That's why I came here with all the necessary information to give you, and that's what I did last night. And now I went even more extensively to give you the individuals that he's going to be competing with, so you can check them yourself and see the levels. So next time I'm gonna talk about the quality of England, you can call him out and say, brother, foolish and say attack, you know. You understand me? And sometimes we set up our own kids for fail if we don't play certain things. You understand me? If you know it is quality and the kid don't make it, you can say, okay, the kid is still a high level kid, but because this batch of Newcastle players, they were just better at this time, you know, and they are a little bit older. You can add more information to it rather than just speculation when you literally have the proof here. You know, yes. Brian Burke, massive respect. Tennessee, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Best as documentary, thanks for being here. Balaker says believes, but Balaker, that is just a Jamaican statement. We are talking real world. All right, let me just keep it real world. Okay, I was seeing something like 450k, a few players, but I will be looking out for the price are signed for and the amount it takes to get Whisper. No man, when you see the value of the player, that does not have nothing to. It has something to do with the transaction, you know, but it still have to do with the level of the player at this time. That's what your valuation be, majority of the time. But obviously, yes, the level at you are at this time. So if they stepped up significant, you're gonna see for them mark 700,000, and then this academy will just blow up to 35 million. You understand me? That can happen as well. Yes. All right, all right, all right. Then we have DNA. Good morning, good morning. How are you doing? Said good morning, JD Analytic Boss. Blessings. Thanks very much, man. Massive respect. Kuani said Satchel to me has more potential than Whisper. Oh wow. So guys, you think Satchel have more potential than Whisper? And he used the word potential. So potential simply means he might not be at the same level now, but he could surpass him. That's what it means. So for a person that would jump and disrespect the guy, it's a good conversation he's trying to have, because Satchel was one of the standouts in the schoolboy football as well. So you can just answer him respectfully. Don't have to disrespect him and bully him, because there are two Jamaican players, and this channel is all about the Jamaican players and worldwide players as well, because we have to make sure you know how good the other players are, so you can judge your players accordingly as well. All right. Whispers his technical ability looks much better. He needs to work on his physical aspect of the game. Okay, so he's still critiquing the player that he's saying has better potential. So you have to respect the man in his statement. But you can answer it right down there, yes or no. Answer it, all right? And if you say yes, it simply means Jamaica have good enough talent to go overseas and a better rate. And then in the future now, you have to ask then, if these players are so good, why are we not seeing more of them moving? And then now we have to start talking about the agents, them, whether we should give them credit, or we should not give them enough credit. You understand me? Yeah, because it's not everyone signed to Mr. Butler or Kingston Football Academy. You understand me? So we could further the conversation. We could further the conversation. All right. Humble One Media said, "Big up JD, good reasoning." Yes, man, we are bringing everything to the table, so we don't have to do it two more times. All right. My critique, Gentle said, my critique is that despite his size, I don't think he's physical enough. He's finishing very well, in my opinion, as deceptive speed. Don't think he has deceptive speed. I think he's fast as hell. We are talking about Whisper here. And he can pass with physical defenders. He plays better in the middle to wing. All right. So he's describing how he saw Whisper there. He said he's not physical enough for his size. I've heard more than one person said that, you know. But maybe you can't expect him to play like Jamari Clark. All right? Because maybe Jamari Clark is bigger. He's bigger. He's a big, strong human being. You know? Maybe they designed him to play a much more leaner football. So he might not be as strong, you know? Because when you want to be more stronger and be more powerful, it takes off certain torque off your body as well, do you know? You understand me? So maybe if he wants to be that explosive and prolong it for a longer period, he has to have a leaner physique than more of a strengthened physique. It's only Mikel Antonio, Traore, and those guys that they are just anomalies. I don't know if Whisper could be that anomaly in terms of those body size, body structure, and still go a miles a minute. You understand me? I don't think Whisper have. I don't know if he has that. We have to see in the future. And these are the individuals that will tell him what he needs to do if he will sign to them. All right, that is the situation at this point. Special edition, Big Up Yourself said, prayers up for Whisper on his trials. I said the prayer won't work in the game. It has to work just to make sure he arrives as well, because you using the word prayer in the game would mean that God has to make a decision over somebody else, and the God should be a fair God, which everyone should be equal, and you go out there and do your job. So we have to contextualize the prayer. All right, yes, because we want everyone to do well, but we would love for Whisper to make it. That is definitely true. All right, but the prayers, yeah. Prayers just make him reach there, and then him use him talent for do it, because you don't want him make it because look at it. If you want to say prayer then I didn't want to get too deep in the prayer, but if you want to say the prayer, make him get it then. All right, and the prayer make him get it. Him skill set of to keep him there, you know. So you know, realize it's just a showcase. You have to continue this thing, you know, and you have to continue it every single week, you know. You get me, to keep on improving overall. You get me? Yes. But I got what you're saying. I'm just trying to dig deeper in the statement. For me, JD, every Jamaican should have happy for him still. But I think every Jamaicans are happy. I just believe that people just want people to celebrate the happiness in the specific way as them. Big up Richie. Yeah, man, Richie a real youth, man. Richie is real youth. God doesn't interfere in the affairs of men. Yes, but that's what I've said. People can't, not people won't understand what I've just said, you know. But I hope people just understand that I'm actually talking the truth. Alright? Yes. Visionary Alan said, Kouani, what is quality with someone to market you? I put you out there to the world. Okay. Okay, so you're talking about the agent. People, expectations of Whisper are too high. Too many youngsters fail because of overhype and high pressure expectations on the player. That is coming from Irie Vibes. All right, and then we have global football. We have 18 hours now, guys. Get me to 100 likes. Let me see if we reach 100 likes as yet, because I think you can't get these quality, time, speed, accuracy nowhere else. I'm not asking, I'm telling you, and vibes that we offer here. So if we don't see we reach 100 early in the morning, in the early morning crack, we are going to burn down the building. We reach 42 likes. I'm done with them people. I am done with them people here. We can't have 80 odd people here and we are having a good conversation. I want to show no respect to the quality. Guys, I'm giving you 10 minutes for we to get to a respectable total on the damn video. Come on, what? Unless you cannot understand what I'm saying. The amount of quality we dish out here. Football, global, thanks very much for being here. Timor, Peterkin, big up, big up, big up, big up to Suriname, 80, Jamaica, England, Canada, Netherlands, Belgium, and everywhere else. All right, but yeah, I have to big up the places them that support me. Jordan Williams said, I mean both from the same academy still, so I get it. Balakir says no, he doesn't have a higher potential than Whisper, which I expected Balakir to say that because he makes up his mind. But I would agree with Balakir this time. For once, yes. But he's doing it off bias. I am doing it off actual stats. And maybe judging. You know? Yes. Alright. Triple D TV said, blessings JD, and I wish Whisper the best, 100%. Alright, Vision and Irie Vibes are war. Omizo said, Butler got the kid and Newcastle trials. Well done, Mr. Butler. I want to say, maybe Butler signed on the paper, but in the statement they have said what he did in the Manning Cup. So I want to say KC should get equal credit as Butler as well. Richie should get equal credit as Butler as well. And anybody Arbor View that bring him to a level should get credit as Butler as well. It's everything come together. Put this kid here. And that's why you need to give Jamaica the credit, because I truly believe that the internet got him out there as well. So even myself, because I was the first one with my commenters, Giovanni and those guys, actually talk about the kid. His father came here and we blew him up in the algorithm. I'm surprised Richie talk about algorithm and not realizing that we made the algorithm for him. So Richie, you need to give the YouTubers them credit, especially me, because we made the algorithm for him. So you need to put some respect on our name, Richie. We're going to burn you out. I'm going to call you and burn you out as well, because in a year you give people credit when we made the kid name. All right, and a plethora of people made the kid to this level. So stop with this Mr. Butler thing, man. Everybody in Jamaica made this kid, and it's a fact, because I have put out more videos at that time that had way more views than anybody put out on Whisper. So I made the algorithm for him, and the other YouTubers them continued it. So everybody in Jamaica are connected to Jamaica, made the youth. All right, everybody, and we don't want no YouTuber don't want no credit for it. But let's give Arbor View, Richie him credit, and KC them credit, because the KC team he got the recognition from. It never said him score 500 goals in Phoenix. Them say him score the goals in KC's team. You understand me? Yes. So this is a good reason, guys, and we want, you know why? Because I truly believe that. No, let me leave that final statement. I will reserve it for next time. You know, yeah, I don't think it's a video to do this. Whisper is a very good dribbler. He doesn't need all the weight, but people say they're complaining about his physical strength. Whisper better than that you by far. No, Whisper is not better than Satchel by far. That is a lie. That is just disrespecting the kid. You know, yes, Satchel is a very good player. You get me? I agreed with you that Whisper is better than him. That is true. To certain aspect as well, because you have aspect of Satchel game that is better than Whisper. Yes, we have to be honest. It will be interesting to cause though Cause the foundation is there, is just what type of house. Yes, that's what I said. And I think the persons that will take him from this point, that will develop him as well, and next time, will determine what they want, and then him and them have to work on that settings, and then it can come out to finish in the end. All right. Guys, we keep it real here, in on this video, this channel, we keep it real, straight up. All right, fun of mine that people like up the video. Yes, man, people will like up the video. I don't think they can get anything what I've said here nowhere else. So I guess they can't fight it. Him and the team put in the work. So let's see if him can reap the rewards. Yes, man, but stop. I clearly realize you guys just want a role model. Like you want one person to always put up on the highest echelon. No. I think over the years we keep on not giving other Jamaicans that did jobs in a lot of other players' career, and we give it to only one person. You get me? We have to be careful, all right? Yeah, man. Because just by that, you might not acknowledge the next person that could have sent off more players, and then Jamaica got helped in its totality. You get me? So don't put your egg in one basket. Try spread it around and give everyone the just due, because in the end, that means more angles can send out more Jamaican kids. So if a Jamaican kids you love, I think you need to make sure you get it accurate and how you give out the credit, because a Newcastle personnel might be watching this video and heard about Harbour View and heard about Richie and heard about KC. So they look back on some more KC kids. But you see, when you keep on saying, oh, Phoenix did this, Phoenix did that, which you know it's not actually true, because the facts are there. Phoenix took the kid from a certain point and brought him certain place. Kudos, that is very good. And we give Mr. Butler all the credit there. But what about the other people? So what if they want a kid from 12 years old, 11 years old? Where they're going to find them? You understand me? So sometimes we should add the other elements to the conversation so we can get the full truth out there. JD, did you watch the All Money verse? Yes, I've watched it as well. Yes, in that game. Yes, in that game, a lot of people showed their qualities. All right. In All Mannings, he started on the wing, struggled with the physicality, after which he moved to the middle and had a better game. It's good that Dan is not one dimension. Now that's why he's a wing forward. That's why he was always labeled as a wing forward. Dr. Driver JD, what's the discussion about? We only started to talk about Whisper Richards because people texted me. They never knew that I talked about it in my other video last night. So I decided that I'm going to put this separate for anyone that wants it, because I realize people look at the title more than the actual the videos them. So we put this out for Richards by himself, and we're not going to deviate. So what we did where to, the date, the duration, the competition for places, and now we are having a discussion. The discussion will always take longer because we are gonna have more people giving their 2 cents. All right. Brian Burke said, JD, I believe he can develop his body and get physical to complement his speed. Adama Traore was not as strong. Okay. Well, no, boy, I don't know. But I get what you're saying. A friend of mine had said, first time I heard about Whisper was here. Yes, but I know that. I know that, but they would not say it, so we have to make sure we put it out there. No, come on, JD, dead with laugh. Even before Richie came on YouTube to say he was his father, there was a butler who said the young youth named Whisper, who is building. Yeah, but Visionary Allen, other people are building before. So all I'm saying, everybody should get their credit. We don't want any credit, but you can't remove what everyone did throughout the time. All right. Gentle said, remember, being strong doesn't mean you're bulky. Messi, for an example, is a very strong player. And when I said deceptive speed, I mean is acceleration, because it top speed real quick. Yes. Why Richie fighting over Whisper not to go to UK to get money? Look at how you put your statement there. Why Richie fighting over Whisper? I don't know if Richie is fighting over Whisper. And in football, money is the last thing you try to look for. All right? You look for education. Because I've always said, I don't want the money. I want you to show me how to get the money. And I've always told you, why I always want the way how to get the money. because you listen to it. I don't want the money. But remember, it's two things on the table. The know-how to get the money and to get the money. And I will always choose the know-how. You know what? First thing, I will believe in myself. Because obviously the know-how would mean you're educating me on how to improve my own self so I can repeat the process. So maybe I could get 3-4 times the same money you're talking about. All right. So Dr. Joyful, my attitude is never to get the money. I want the money now. I've never wanted nothing hands down to me. I wanted to always work for it and always gain that know-how. That's why I could always build back YouTube channels and dominate. You know why? Because I read and I do have the know-how to build these things. And I keep on building them over and over again. All right. Triple D says, JD, you have me laughing with your comments on the prayer statement. Yes, but it is true. It is true. Because that simply means God would not be liking the other kids them to be putting whisper over any other kid. That makes no sense. Even the same bias. Even the same Bible. Even the same Bible tells you he's not going to favor anyone. That's why God don't favor in gambles. And football and selection sometimes can come down to gamble. You know, you have to choose one, don't. For SBF, he was great, but overall, I don't think Whisper is a great dribbler. His dribbling is more predicted, and his speed, which can be a problem, which with more intelligent defenders, it's more difficult. Yes, gentles, that is true. Colin Quest, I am very biased. I am a very biased man. Thank you, Colin, and I know that as well. I like Butler and his players, so I cannot make a fair comment on any other players. I think his system is the only one in Jamaica that kind of work. I think that is a lie as well. That is not actually true. But you said you're biased, so I will take the bias statement and nothing else what you say. Nothing else what you said there, because I saw I saw CC, Sammy, and my boy the head coach doing a very good job. I think they are the best system in Jamaica, and that is not even a question. Mr. Butler's system is nowhere near CC and Sammy's system. Nowhere. You know why? Because I actually see in those systems they are getting footballing IQ at the highest level. Not at highest level, but comparable levels to make it, no, not compare levels to worldwide, but you will be better equipped to deal with more scenarios worldwide via Sammy's system. Let me see if you guys agree or disagree. Only if you watch the CC and the school football, guys, you can comment, because we want to be educated on our statements, all right? JD, check out Project Footballers on YouTube. It gives insight on youth development, and you can see they are saying what they talked about football development here. Similar point from here also. But Jordan, I know, because remember I'm studying football, so obviously I'm gonna always come off from the study of football, nothing else. Gentle said, I like Whisper, but let's not pretend all his games were great. All his games were great. However, we live in an age where if a player scores, it means they had a great game. But gentles, I've seen Whisper scored, and I said he was one of the worst players on the pitch in that game. So we kept it real here, man. We give him his credit when he deserved, but the guy is a good player. The guy is a good player, and definitely one of the best players. I've literally said he was not the best player in the Manning Cup. I would give him top two. Top two. I would put him in the two. You know? And you could put 3 in the conversation as well, because I truly believe that Romain Blake is a special youth as well, and I do believe that Malachi Douglas was always up there as one of the best players them. And then Whisper, definitely, he had good games. I saw him control games. For instance, I'm gonna show you I'm different with football. The first game, people said Whisper got bullied and manhandled against Georges. And I thought the first performance against Georges, he was a better footballer in that game. The second game, obviously, he dominated with his goal contribution. But people never look back in the game when he was drawing out of position defenders, opening space, won a penalty, and created more for his team in that game. But obviously, Georges capitalized on some clumsy mistakes, man passing the ball back to a Georges player and all of those things. You get me? So how I evaluate football is the action in the game, not necessarily the goals contribution. You get me? Like how me and Unwun fight the other day when he said, what's his name again? Weghorst never played well against Arsenal. And I said Weghorst put himself in two of the best position in the game. Because when Rashford scored that goal which was a terrible decision, Weghorst was right in front of the goal. Right in front of the goal to tap the ball in. And he kept himself onside right on the soft shoulder of the defender. That is perfect timing. But nobody saw that because they were looking at the spectacular goal that scored. So I know when he goes back now and look at it and say, damn, JD was looking at it different. When he comes back this time, he's going to say, respect JD, because at least you never got caught up in just watching the ball. You realize even people watching the TV got caught up in the ball watching and not the movement of the player. You understand me? So when we are evaluating players here, it never come off like we're sensational. Oh, Whisper scored 4 goals and Whisper did that. Even in the CC game, I said, bruh, majority of the goals them came from mistakes. And it was mistakes that could have avoided. But the kid finishing was good. It showcases finishing. But KC was not better than CC. And people cuss me, you're bad minding KC. And I'm saying, I'm just looking at football metrics. That's all. I've given KC their credit. But I just said CC is the better team. And then CC went on to beat up JC. But JC beat up KC. You understand me? So we have to just assess it properly. But in time, I do believe it will come. Thompson, how you doing, man? JD, knowing how to get something is far much better than getting the thing. But that's why I've used the example to show them that I would not take the 30 million. But if you show me how to make the 30 million, and if you just say it flat out, you know what? Next time I'm gonna trick people. I'm gonna just ask them the same question without putting it in the conversation and hear how people respond, and then you're gonna laugh because people will remember when I first said it. Blake is in the wrong position though. Yeah, but Blake is a good player. He is indeed an excellent player. I hope he finds and knows his best position and make all his supporter proud. Yes, man. Kevin Rowe, big up yourself, man. Thanks very much, man. But we keep on saying the youth no knowing position. That is Blake we're talking about now. Guys, the man does shorter than the average. We need to stop it, you know. It's football education, you know. Obviously, sometimes if you're too short, if you're 4 foot, I would say you're considered short. Yes, but come on, man. The guy around 5'8". You get me, or 5'7" or 5'9". Around 5'7" to 5'10" then. Put 5'7" to 5'10". I know he's not 5'10", so put 5'7" to 5'10". The guy is not that short, man, you know. That guy is not that short, you know. The guy can use his education, keep on learning, and anticipating better. Because if he gets the best anticipating skill set, you never may know. The man could be one of the best centre backs ever. You know, I've never said he's in that realm, you know, but because you guys always talk about height, if you have the anticipation ability, know where the ball is gonna drop, you're gonna be there before the next tall man. You're faster. Your passing ability is very good. You end up at Manchester City. Manchester City. Just to show you, I'm going to show you the height of the fullbacks them. Since people keep on pulling up all of these metrics, you know, it's good. So let me type in Manchester City. We're going to start looking at Barcelona and Manchester City. We're looking at Manchester City, and we're not deviating from the conversation, but just to show you the players them and the height of the players them. That we just want to look at that. So let we go at it. So Emery, Laporte, Nathan Ake, those are the defenders. Cancelo, Akanji. Those are the John Stones. Those are the defenders. So let me click. We know that Akanji is a little bit taller. We clearly saw that. He's 1.87 m, which would more be on the 6'2.5" side. 6 foot or 6'2". Put it at 6'2". So he's 6'2", Akanji, and he's one of the tallest centre backs at the actual club. He's one of the tallest centre backs at the actual club. So what I'm going to do here, let me just pull up one of the games that they played, just to make sure I can get more information on the play them. This is Ake. This is Ake. Let me minimize it for a little and then maximize it after. All right. So Ake is 1 meter 80. 1 meter 80 centimeter. 1 meter 80. All right. I'm gonna type in that right here just to give you the height of the player to show you. All right. So let me put it in foot. All right. Look at that, guys. Ake is 5'9". Ake is 5'9". So what are we saying then? You see, big, just by the talking, you know, and you never checked nothing. You understand me? You see it now? Ake is 5'9". All right, so 1 meter 80. So if we're talking about Blake, damn. We need a measurement for Blake. We need a measurement for Blake, guys. We need a measurement for Blake because Ake look taller than boy, Blake, you need to send somebody your height because you cannot be damn 5'9". I'm very sorry. But if you are 5'9", it goes to prove to you Ake was one of the best players against Arsenal yesterday. No one talks about Ake's height. All right, yes, but we're gonna. That's what I'm telling you. Education is always key because it clears out speculation. All right, so we're going to call Mr. Blake and ask him how tall he is. All right, and if he says 5'9", we can kill this short conversation. It's done, finito, claro. All right, yes. Triple D said, I agree with you, JD, that everyone who played a part in Whisper's development should get their credit. Yes, man. Gentles. All right, guys, we need 150 likes on this one if we're gonna go next hour. You get me? Yes. And then if I'm gonna go next hour, I'm not gonna do any video. Only time I might do a video, maybe in the night if I'm gonna do a video. All right. So we have 63 likes on the video. Very poor return. All right, 150 we want because we are drop some gems here and we are dissect some conversation. All right. Yes. All right. So I agree, JD, but people don't view the game like that. Yes, I know. Weghorst versus Arsenal. Yes. You are one of the personnel that jumped in the conversation clueless. Blake should switch to middle or as a left back who inverts. All right, no problem. I love the fact that I brought up this conversation. So no, not gonna stop talk about the man short. All right, Visionary Allen, JD, look at how things go. Romain Blake, Douglas, real top quality. Yes, they might pop up in some convo, but don't get the spotlight like Whisper. I think it's down to Butler's blasting him. Okay, all right, then let me give it that. Cause we wanted to center around more football. Irie Vibe said, when you are having a bad game and still manage to influence the game by creating and scoring, isn't that a sign of a good? Yes. All right. 5'7", the man is 4'4". Okay, all right. So I want to see what people will say, because we pull up a man that no one talks about his height and he's short. So no people will move. Ake isn't 5'9". Okay, let me try and find Nathan Ake's height. All right, Nathan Ake's height, real height. So let me see if he's 1 meter 80, and we cannot move the metric what 1 meter 80 is. All right. Boy, I don't know. All right, oh boy. The man might change the goalpost now. Lisandro is 5'9" too. All right. Let me get it right here. So let me go back to the Manchester City team, because remember, that's why we said information kind of change your perceptions. The man never cuss. The man said the man on a 5'9". All right then. All right. John Stones. Let me see how tall John Stone is. All right. John Stone is 1 meter 88. All right. So he's 6'2" as well. Clearly. All right. And John Stone look that tall as well. All right. So let me in feet. Let me put it right here. Are 6'1.67". 6'1.67". That might be a little bit right, yeah. All right, because I'm 1 meter 85, and I am almost 6'1". All right, yes, and he's 1.67. All right, yes. So I think the metrics. It's actually correct, guys. It's just because on have it on the head. Say Lissandra is the shortest human being. All right, so that means Lissandra is shorter. Blake said in an interview he's 5'8". He's still growing. All right, JD. That's why them put Ake at left back so much. Yes, but he plays centre back, and I don't hear people complain when he plays centre back. You understand me? But he plays. That is true. 5'7" around there is Blake's height. It looks. So all of a sudden, you know, people changing Blake's height completely when they saw that the next man that. So now I'm learning about my Jamaican people, you know. Look how they changed the man height completely now. Blake at 2 foot. This is amazing. Wow. Visionary Allen said, man, you have shorter defenders. Nathan Ake is 5'11". Ake is 5'11". 5'10", 5'11". Wow. All right. You know what? He's 6 foot. Martinez is 5'9" and is in the top 5 centre back in the EPL football education at the IS and bulldozery at the IS as well. You see, man, buck down Bailey, man. Bailey, I cry. Even if Blake is Ake's height, Ake is composed, can drive the ball, good 1v1 defender, in the highest level. We know that, but we never said, but we talked about the height, and oh my God. You see, we twist narratives more than anything else, you know. Because we just keep on try to find the next narrative to continue the conversation. All right. John Doe said, JD, remember, in every sport, they give the player a few inches, so not exact height ever. All right. Fabian says, JD, you look short. You are not 6'1". Wow. You see? All right, let me try and get one of my pictures on this thing, because these mans disrespecting me, you know, saying Mina looks 6'1". JD, you are big, fast, and strong. Yes, I was always big, fast. Yes, I was not the tallest, but I was always amongst the above average height on the field. Yes, Fabio Cannavaro is just 5'10", and he's one of the best defender in the world ever. Yes. Puyol and those guys weren't that tall, you know. Let me type in Carlos Puyol. Carlos Puyol. Oh, sorry. Oh! Look at that. I told you the man was not tall. Alright, it's so like funny. In feet. Look at this, guys. Puyol was not no 5'9". Puyol was 5'7'4". So almost 5'7.5". You see what I'm talking about? So guys, you need to let go of this eye thing. Look at that. Look at that. If I being full of make I don't matter as long as the player can do the job. That's what I think. Have a great day, JD, because I am ending. Oh, no problem. We are gonna just do the next 50 minutes and then we are done. It's hard. It's it got hard for him to make it in Europe. But we pointed on 50 million players. So, all right, then, combat the conversation. What we're going to do, we're going to open the phone line. So, combat the conversation from back then to now. Are you saying that the bigger, faster, stronger strikers are now? Because you have Erling Haaland, Isaacs, Shamar Nicholson, not putting Shamar Nicholson in the same bracket, but saying that the strikers are much taller at this point. All right, so what are we saying? So one thing I know, you guys just don't like Blake. That is no problem. Because we keep on finding every single excuse on planet Earth. Let me open the Discord here. I don't know if Jason was in the chat, so he might want to come in the Discord. And how to join the Discord if you don't want to call in, you can just easy well look in the description. And you're going to see the Discord link and you can join it. We will be in the lobby and I think it will send you directly to the lobby. And I will just do my next 50 minutes that I do have. And we will talk next time after the 50 minutes. All right? Yes, so I've opened the call in so people can come in the Discord. All right? Let me see what people say now. Cannavaro, Timber. It got hard. All right? Puyol was a technical defender. Short centre backs are anomalies. There are a few, but not normal. But in that same time, Puyol, Cannavaro, they're all short centre backs. So, and they're all in the same era. So is it that just the era never had tall players? And then I will have to go to all Zidane. Zidane was an attacking midfielder. How tall do you think Zidane is? All right? All right, so Zidane. Zidane, height. All right, so see, Zidane height in feet. 6'1". Zidane was 6'1", if not taller. Zidane looked like 6'2". Oh, the man back then looked so tall and they're so short. All right, so we have Ian Campbell. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Said, morning, all just joining. What did I miss? We talked about everything. We talked about Dujuan Richards' situation. Where to? Which is Newcastle. The date that is going to be on the trials, duration, competition for places, and the entire club and its situation at this point. And then we talked about a few other things. We talked about the situations, development, respect, God. We talk about almost everything. All right. Come with non-European players. It will be hard. All right. Let me type in Marquez. Marquez was at Barcelona, right? Because obviously I'm 100 years old. Marquez at Barcelona. Oh, I spell at Marquez. Someone spell at Marquez. Marquez was Mexican, right? And he was at Barcelona. But how that Marquez spelled? There, Mexico. Marquez. Is it Marquez? Yes, man. Yes. So QU. All right. So QU. Where's my Q, man? What's happened to this thing? QU ES EZ. Height. Sorry about that, guys. It's just because of my keyboard. Okay, Marquez was tall. Damn. Yeah, he was tall. 1 meter. Yo, oh, some of these mans never look so tall and they're so tall now. So he was 6 foot. He was 6 foot, man. So he's okay. He's okay, guys. He's definitely okay. He's definitely okay. But Puyol was short. Cannavaro was short. Lasana Diarra was dead ass short. Makalele was short. But those were defensive midfielders. You know, Mascherano cannot be tall. Mascherano was short as hell. He was a CDM, but he went back to centre back. Mascherano was short as hell. All right, so we had a lot of short people. Maldini, Mascherano was short as hell. I don't have to check no stats to know how short Mascherano is. Alright? But Mascherano was dead ass short. Messi picture, Mascherano was around 1 inch taller than Messi. So I know that me I say. No, but Mascherano played centre back as well. for a good stretch of his career. When he goes to Barcelona, he played centre back. He played centre back for a good stretch of his career. Pirlo is a deep line creator. He was not no defensive central, but sometimes you will see on posters that he's defensive centrals. But he was a deep line creator, you know, so a central midfielder. And yeah, he was not the tallest either. You get me? So all right, Maldini. Maldini height in feet. Ooh, Maldini is 6'1". Wow. Yo, damn. Damn. Maldini is tall, man. Maldini is tall. All right, but all I'm trying to show you that, guys, this metric of this metric of tall people. I'm not going to let you discourage Blake. So Blake, just try your best. Keep on learning football. Obviously, when you're shorter, it's kind of harder for you to fit in as a centre back. That is true. You get me? But at the end of the day, if you're educated enough, and you're good enough, by deploying those education, on the field, you should be going anywhere. So play if you want to play centre back. That's where you feel comfortable. Continue to do it, Blake. All right. Yes. Don't let anyone tell you that you're short. All right. Yes. I understand that you're short, but don't let anyone tell you that you're short. And because of you being short, you can't do anything. All right. Them did have a peer Puyol with a tall centre back. Yes, that is true. Marquez was a little bit taller. I never really checked it. He looked short to me back then. Pirlo, but he was a CDM. No, Fabian Full, he was a CDM, but the man played centre back for a long time. A long time, and he's short. Him good enough, JD. I'm just saying he would be much better as a 8 or a 6. All right, then fair enough, fair enough. Thank you, Jordan. We all can learn. I'm learning some of these guys' height because some of them that I thought was dead ass short, they're taller, you know. And some that wow, what a motivation speech. Blake weak, bro. Puyol Cannavaro were short, but them strong. Oh, wow, damn. The fight against the bad mind where we are show Blake. You see it? But I'm not going to say you're bad-minded, guys. I'm just saying you're objective, you know? You want to make sure the guy get as much out of his potential as possible. So that is no bad mind. That is just being a critical thinker. And a bad mind. No man, I'm just joking, Jordan, man. I don't follow these bad-minded metric. No man, this is the real channel here, man. I know you are short, but don't let anyone tell you that you're short. Outstanding. They need to start paying me for those hard work, you know, and the speech, you know, Oh, my son. Guys, let me do a like check. We don't pass 150 as yet. Let me see. All right, bun we go bun down the place. All right, yes. All right. DNA said, I don't know why them a kill off Blake so much, and he's a good CB. Yeah, the persons them they just want more out of the player. That's all. You know, that's all. So they are giving their take, and we have to go in a deep dive in football history. That's why I love these commenters, you know, because sometimes they spin the conversation. I came here for 30 minutes, you know, and now I have to do the full 2 hours, you know, because of the extra hyped up coming here. And it's not a BS conversation, it's a real conversation that people can learn. Gary Medel played centre back and defensive midfielder for Chile. And Medel was not the tallest, Brian Burke. Medel was not the tallest. You get me? There was a lot of... tell me that it's an era. Nowadays era, you would say that you want more. You know what? Let me bring something else. It's not the era. What about... It's the style of football. And because of England had these overhead football every single time, kick it overhead and have Peter Crouch, Rory Dillap flinging ball for 1,000 miles. That's the reason why, and because it's the most watched league and one of the closest tied league to Jamaica, that's why we think that centre backs has to be the tallest. What about that? I think that is the problem, you know. That is the actual problem. But let me wait on people to respond. Big Crook, how you doing, man? Being tall is a perk. as a centre back. Not needed. All right. Harry Vibe said, JD, would you trust a 5'7" goalkeeper? It's two different positions, sir. All right. Yes. Stop your foolishness. DNA said, JD, I really think that chart don't have nothing to do with a player. No, with the goalkeeper still. With the goalkeeper. No. I don't want no short goalkeeper and no goal. Look at the stats goalkeeper. You must mad, man. I'm not in that foolishness. Man can't even get close to a ball in the penalty shootout. None at all. Best ever Jamaican centre back was Tati Brown. He was our centre back that took us to the World Cup. All right. Still think Blake is best at CDM if it fits his game more. And then we respect that. We respect that, you know. All right. The best ever Jamaican centre back was Tati. I am not sure about that still, but I understand where you're coming from. You said Tati, and he was short, right? All right. Medal is 5'5". Yes, man. He was dead ass short. All right. He needs to learn the CDM role as well. All right, people. I understand. It's not the era. It's the system and coach. But what about what I've said? Saying that it's because of the affinity that we have towards the Premier League and the type of football that the Premier League plays cause this big problem. Because I think that is the problem, guys. I have the discard open here, Jason. So if you want to join for a little time, we're only going 2 hours, so we have like 40 minutes to go. All right. He needs to. Yeah, we read that. Big Crook, good morning. You have a brother named Dotty Lyad. My God, what kind of name is that, sir? Check George Campos height. He was very short. So why I said to join the Discord and people calling in? I am telling you, I can't control the callers, you know. But big up yourself, Ian. Calling in.
Right, morning, Jerry. Yeah, Jerry, listen. As far as I remember, Tati Brown was a sweeper.
He was a sweeper, yes.
Sweeper, and he had
What? Oh, Ian look like him phone system recalibrating, and that's what I've talked about. Just go on the Discord and it works. Ian, let me hang up Ian and call him back.
Yo.
All right, so Ian have problems. That we try and get Ian back on the phone. Ian, people them could have just joined the Discord that works for you, guys. All right.
Yeah, man, Jerry, me there.
So, me are your Jason and not Ian. Oh, Jason in a Discord. Oh God, my brain I lose it. Yes, yeah, Ian.
I'll be very quick.
Yes, but are you on your phone? Just join the Discord next time, Big Boss. So you can just flash in and your quality up there with the voice, you know. But continue, Big Boss.
All right. So he had 2 tall defenders around him because Jamaica was playing a back
3,
5 back then.
Okay, a back 3 in the centre back, but 5. Okay, 5. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 in defense. So. And Linval Dixon was tall, over 6 foot. So he was the sweeper. So you had two tall men to head the ball out. So I strongly think that a centre back, primarily in the back 2, they should be tall, because what happened in under 20s, teams exploited Blake's height. Not his fault, of course. By crossing the ball high on his side, and Jamaica had problems in the 20 World Cup, if you can remember, because they usually swing the ball over on his side, and he wasn't able to reach the headers.
Okay.
So what I'm saying to you, if you're playing a back 4, your centre backs will be tall.
Okay, I think so you realize that you said he's playing centre back, and the crosses. So what happened to the right back and the right back or the left back with the crosses there? What happened?
What I'm saying to you is that it's more advantageous, because in team sports you're looking for advantages.
Yes.
Yes. Not this. Look here. Yes, he reads the game well, and as a right back or CDM, he'll be very effective, or a sweeper. You understand? But I don't think he should be playing in a back four. That's my humble opinion.
All right then.
Anyway,
Respect, bossy.
that's just my piece. Look at more.
Yeah, man. All
Cool.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the great Ian. He has a point, but it does not stop him from playing there, you know? And his point never really cleared. It stopped him from playing there because all this point cleared was someone else never did their job and exposed the deficiencies of that man. You get me? And that was a problem. But if you're doing your job in a team, which all football team have deficiencies, you get me? So we have to. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. If you have a chance and if you have two players, one is as good as Blake and he's taller, you're gonna pick him every single time. I understand that and I agree with that. But I'm not gonna run away the youth because he's short. All right. Let me go to the comments and then we get Jason the phone. If you short and you're a goalkeeper, focus on school. Coming from Umso. George Campos was short. JD Cafu is only 1 meter 76. Good lord. Wow, that's short. Morning football family JD and all. Enough respect. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Fabian says, laugh out loud. Stats goalie break JD art. Man, the man short, brother. You know, JD, his legs need straightening. If he's short, as a goalkeeper. What? Jesus God. JD, best centre back, O'Neill Russell. Yo, the man in that chat. The man not behaving correct. He's only 17, Blake. Blake isn't 19 yet. He can have a growth spurt overnight. I think maybe 3-4 inches would be good, you know? But he ain't be no 6'5". No time for now. Don't think he's gonna be taller. Thiago Silva, 5'10". Yes. So, and yeah. Laugh out loud. JD can get a recap about the trial stuff. We're gonna do that for the last 5 minutes. All right? Yes, because we did it. You know? Yeah. So Jason, big up yourself. How you doing? Boy, the short war. This should be the trials plus the short war.
Yes, it was a short one. But listen, I think I have to. I made a comment about the shorter defenders. I don't think it has so much to do with the and more to do with the coach's style or the system that they play. Because when we were looking at short centre back, people were bringing up names. Like 2 of them were Barcelona players.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just about the system. Like they like to have a ball playing centre back as one of their 2 centre backs. And they don't really care how tall that person is. If he's a tall person, great. You know, but if it's not, and he's the best for the position, they would rather him be competent with the football. So my thing to Romain Blake is if you're going to play CB, you need to make yourself the damn best ball playing CB ever.
Yes.
Because that is the type of skill set that will make a manager say, you know what, he's short enough, but he offers me enough. When we are building our attack, I will leave him in that position.
Fair enough, and that's exactly what I was saying. So right now, is career hinges on people knowing football and let him focus on the right things, basically.
Yes, and I think you made a valid point. You said us as Jamaicans view football in a lens of English league football.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they have the saying, you know, a rainy night in Stoke, you know, like they're going to lump the ball forward. But I think people need to get out of that thinking, because if you look at the actual Premier League right now, and even the Championship to a lower extent, teams are trying to play. Teams are not going as direct. They're not going as route one. So I think as the game evolves, we're seeing a change away from, you know, the regular standard of heights on the field. I think it's more about skill sets, and we're moving away from, you know, a certain type or body type being a certain position. And it's evidence in the football. You can have a man like Dan Burn playing left back with 6'7".
Yeah.
And you have Gary Medel playing centre back for years in leagues that are considered, like in Italian league, that is considered a rough league. Gary Medel played centre back for like 10, 12 years. So It's all about skill sets and systems, more so than your actual body height.
All right, fair enough. Guys, smash the like button and get us up to the 150. We have 30 more minutes to go. Give your questions so we know when we close this thing. We are not gonna be building 50 videos with the whisper in the title until he gets the information out. All right, so information comes out, then we put it there. You get me? That's how we took so long to do it, because we are trying to focus more on football conversations. You know, yes, so that's what we're doing, and we thought that we did a good job today by closing it out. So, and we talked about other Jamaican kids. So it's not just Whisper alone get the highlight. Even the Whisper video, for Jamaica never knew about the other guys them that we are saying are good players. They have an opportunity to go and check them. We knew about the other players them that he's going to go and face up. So when he comes back here, he's going to tell you about some of these guys them that he's going to be facing as well. You get me? And how it goes. If he's going to do an interview, just to show you. So you get much more insight than what you would have naturally got, because majority of the personnels would naturally only focus on the player itself. You get me? We gave you a wide variety at every single thing possible, and make you have a better judgment in the end. So that means you're not just clueless and then you're out there fighting, so people fight against him if it doesn't go well. And if it goes well, you can clearly give him his just due respect, because you know the complexity of the situation. All right, yes, because that's why I think going forward, this is the way we're going to always break down things, so we don't leave nothing on the table. We give you every single thing, so when we know you come here and fully state certain things, we know that you just want to be a fool. You understand me? Because what we are trying to do, we are trying to make you appreciate the way how we judge things by giving you all the information every single time. You get me? So when we come up with our opinions, you kind of look at it a little bit different. And they've always said educate the masses, and then you will see the best version of the person. And that's what we are trying to do. Just to educate the masses at all times. We don't want 50 videos. We want one good video. We better have one good video than 60,000 videos. All right? Our tall defenders struggle with crosses. Just imagine how Blake August struggle when Topi and King and Lowe struggle as well. Maybe he will do actually well, because maybe he might just be better at anticipation of the damn play. Maybe that's the poorest part of their games. Maybe you never read that.
Yeah, winning headers has way more to do than height. It's anticipation and timing. So if he has better anticipation and timing, he could very well win more aerial duels than those guys.
Come
You know,
on,
it's
come on,
more
Fabian
about that
Fullman.
than height.
Come on, Fabian Fullman. Hold on there. The team that Blake, all of these tall Jamaicans played against, go back and check it. They are not no tall centre backs. When we put in crosses, which we put in only games we put in good crosses was the back end type of games. Then when Paula came about, or we're playing Costa Rica, that gave us the feel and say play, and we kick it from long and stuff. But they dealt with our crosses better. We never had any problem with the putting in crosses. Them dealt with it properly. They ain't as tall as us. So what is the metric now? How are they so successful? We'll dealing with these headers, but yet still we are so bad being so tall. You have to ask yourself.
Well, look at it, JD. Look at the goal that we conceded against El Salvador. People would have dropped down if they look at the height of the player that scored that goal.
Which one? The one when at El
Salvador when Antonio scored running down the entire wing, and then they equalized late.
And the follow-up
that goal was scored by a guy shorter than Romain Blake.
Yes. So I think, guys, when we lead from an educational standpoint, we would not be out here beating Blake. We would want to give him an opportunity to see if it's just the misconcept that we have of big, fast, and strong and tall. Jason, the misconception that we have about big, fast, and strong and tall. Maybe that is our problem, you know.
Yes.
See,
yes.
Some people, you know, are chatting at Jason.
It's okay.
They have the same problem, you know, the big, fast, and strong and tall behavior, you know. So even them cuss Mr. Speed and those man's about the big, fast, and tall and strong, you know. They have the same complex problem as well.
Look so.
Yes, man, it is true. Yeah. JD,
Wow.
who in this U17 we should look forward to see? We are gonna do a breakdown of the full U17 team, and remember when we do that, we're not focusing on Jamaica because Jamaica is our team. So why should we focus on Jamaica? We know about Jamaica, so we have to show the problems that Jamaica will face. So when the coach see that, he might can take some information from it. It doesn't make sense. You 12 foot tall if you can't anticipate and read the game because you're slow. And the Advocate Review Entertainment says the great whisper. All right, yes, Advocate Review. Thanks very much. Warren Webster said smash the like button, 10 more and reach 100. Thanks very much for that support, right? Warren. All right, so let me go through. Damn, it a run. All right.
Yeah, man, comments are running.
The comments actually running. Jason.
Yeah, this is actually a factual statement. If you say that
statement of the cat.
So I am not short. I am 1 meter 90.
Jason 1 meter 90? Jesus God, Jason lie. Jason lie. Jason is so much foot taller than me.
No.
Right, sure you see me top in my head, you know, Jason. You can top in my head, you know.
187.
Yeah, African top in my head tapping if you're 1 meter 90, you know.
No, 187.
So me I give you a free top in my head, Jason.
Right? That's like 6'2", 6'1", 6'2". I'm around
if you're 1 meter 90, me I give you a free thump in my head. Okay, somebody's gonna stomp in my head, you know. Because when I saw Iwan Raydan, they listed Iwan Raydan as 6'2". And I said, I always thought that I'm 6 foot. And when I went to Iwan Raydan, me and him at the same height. So I don't know why then.
You know, someone had mentioned that in the chat, and it's a true statement. Most of these athletic teams, they put 2 inches on the players. And I think that's a part of the reason for that is they want so look, like, for example, if Blake was to actually make it in Europe, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't list him as 5'10".
Okay, fair enough.
Because when you look at Martinez, who they list as 5'9", and you see him stand up beside Gabriel Jesus, and Jesus is taller than him, you know that 5'9" is a lie.
All right, fair enough. Soulcry said size doesn't matter in football. Don't confuse the thing. Yes, I just think it's our problem. Values used to always come out for the ball. Bad Gaza, Tati Brown was a great ball playing centre back. Yes, everyone keeps saying it, so it clearly shows that we might be going in the wrong direction. The way Jason defending Blake height, he must be short. Okay, so that's where the short conversation came from. If I was young player looking to break into the national team, I would try to learn the CDM position. But it's hard work. Wayne Evans, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Up JD, enough blessings. I love Morgan Pinnock. But best I see play for Jamaica is Tati Brown. Alright, yeah, but play for Jamaica. Pinnock them not really play good for Jamaica to the level where we want them or what we expect, like what they're doing at the highest level. LeBron James' youngest son was 5'7" because his growth spurt now is now 6'6". But we sure that LeBron James is 5'8" to 5'10". We don't know Mr. Blake's father. We're gonna investigate those. So we expected him to be tall, unless if he turns up to 5'7", they need to go and check if it's LeBron James Pitney. Yeah. Because we heard that LeBron James' father was also 6'10" as well. You understand me? So we clearly saw where he got the genetics from. So if we saw the next man turn up 5'7", and a LeBron James Pitney that man. Hey Jason, I know LeBron James.
At the milk man.
Yeah man, I can't feel Pitney man at all man. My little kid, she's already taller than half of the class. Even boys in the class. Our mom is tall. And I am taller than the average human being. So you expect her to be at least 5'8" or 5'7". You understand me? She's gonna always be that because her mom and father is way over 5'7". You understand me? And people should remember that Belgium and Netherlands have one of the tallest set of human beings in the world. You understand me? So you will have ladies always be from 5'8" up, from 5'7" up to 6'5". You understand me? It's normal in Belgium and Netherlands. It's normal.
Your lady taller than you, JD?
Oh, she for be taller than me. I'm gonna tell you, she around 5'8", 5'9", maximum. I'm taller than her, brother. I'm gonna send a picture. I want to see. See what? So what?
No, nobody send the picture. Nobody send the picture. We believe you. We believe you.
No. I have to prove it because we're not gonna have it on the head for too long. So me have to prove it so we can just get it out on the head. Because we're too disrespectful. No, I want to prove. Leave me, make me prove it. Because I know how to stay. We're not gonna believe
Come on,
it.
so Sean down there tell everybody. Man,
So
lady
I
taller.
need to prove it. That's why I'm always come with facts. Because I'm not gonna have it out with Sean. You get me? And the rest of the Jamaicans them. I'm gonna put the pic. I need to have my I need to find a way to send it to one of my accounts them, my Instagram, and then I put it in the next pic. I'm gonna show all of my lady, me and my lady, and show you about I'm super taller than her. Alright? Yes.
6'5". Warren.
No, I'm not 6'5".
6'5", Warren. My gosh.
I've never said my lady is 6'5", sir. I said you can find ladies in majority of the ladies, they are not short. In Belgium and Netherlands, you will always see them between 5'7" and 6'5". So if you know you're 2 foot, you don't come to Belgium and Netherlands coming to look ladies. You know. If you have trouble with height, if you have low confidence with the height, you don't come to them country, come look ladies, because them are gonna be bigger than you. I'm just giving you some factual statement where you can go on the internet and see, you know. So them are taller than you.
Just walk with your step stool, Sean, if you go over there.
If you have problems with the height, guys, that is if you have low confidence with your height, you don't go there. Please don't send any Photoshop pictures that stretch your height. All right, you know what? Let me just put it up on the camera right now. Let me change over, guys, to this camera to make sure.
Too much about the computer.
Yes, let me just go straight to my phone right now and just look for some pictures right now. The latest picture with me, my wife and my kid. As you can see right here, this is my kid, me and my kid, right here. She is already tall and see that I'm 2 times taller than her. And you can look at the mirror there, the roof. You saw where I'm at with the roof. All right, you can clearly see that. You can see the Christmas tree, that I'm taller than the damn Christmas tree. All right, let me try and find.
Flippers, I look for a player in a JD.
Gemma, you get in Gemma in the conversation. She coming to ask, what am I talking about? Gemma, they're trying to say that I'm short, so I have to show them my real height. You know.
Big up, Gemma.
Yeah, she's in the background. No, Gemma, the measurement in Jamaica's region is a little bit different. Yes, so we have to give the measurement different because you say I'm 4 foot.
Man, them say I live in a dwarf house, JD.
All right, no problem. No, I'm trying to look something that I'm literally standing up. So, all right, you know what? Yes, it's good. I have a picture that I'm standing against a car. And you can type. I will give you the series of the car. You will see the height of the car. This is me and my
some real detective in our chat in a JD.
Yes.
Them are gonna find out, you know.
Yeah, but them can go on my. Even though I don't use my Facebook much, but look at it. This is me and my kid. All right. This is me and my kid. By our grandma's house. All right. Yes. Let me show you the real picture. Let me show you the real picture because I don't know why I need to be out here fighting. Yeah.
One hot day in Belgium.
No, we're having hotter days. This is when she's a baby, guys. This is when she's a baby. Look. Okay, I need it to focus. No, Sean, I got some big, fast, and strong, you know. I'm trying to get it. This is when I was actually in full shape and actually playing football in Belgium. I'm turning the camera.
I'm so cute. I'm so cute.
I'm just trying to... Oh, it's not focusing. All right. Oh, can I get it focused? Because I need to show these people, you know. All right. I will try and get the damn photos in the screen, guys. That's all I'm telling you guys. All right, yeah, good. This is one of the big pictures. Look at the trees in the background. This is no photo editing, nothing at all. All right. So I
So
can't.
you're taller than 3'2"? My gosh.
so it is not any. It's any the Photoshop nothing. You guys are liars. All right. It's not no Photoshop nothing. See it?
Look very similar to Romain Blake in those pictures.
I don't know. If I am short as Romain Blake, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Guys, I'm going to have to put the picture on the damn internet for you to judge how tall I am. All right? Yes. JD, I'm posing with a baby to appear tall. No, sir. JD, you are 5'10" at best. All right. Look 6'1". All right. Okay. You see, let me try and find something taller to prove that I am 1 meter 85. 85. That's exactly who I am. I need to get a measurement to show you. I can. Let me go back to my old because maybe back then I can prove. I will put them up, man. I will put them up. All right. This was my one of my BMW. All right. This was one of my BMW back then. All right, yeah, this is good. My BMW back then. And look, you know this is a BMW that is much more older version. So you're gonna see it. Look how big I am than the BMW. How can I get it? Why it's not focusing? Shit, man. All right, see here. All right, this is good. Look how big I am than the BMW. All right. So, on stop, put some respect on my name, alright? On the top of the foolishness. Who look like 5'10"? You see it? So, on the type in the name, the BMW itself, and look how big I am than even the car behind the BMW. You get me? Yes, I did play centre back at one time. I played full back, and I actually played winger when I came here. Because I was actually playing winger before I played centre back and full back for stats. So I went back to my normal
Big, fast, and strong.
Yes. A car reach your shoulder, bro. My God. You know what? Let me give up. I have to put I'm gonna do a measurement. I'm gonna do a measurement, and then they're gonna tell lies. They're gonna still tell lies. They're gonna still tell lies that I magnified. I cut the something. They're gonna. And these people, they just lie.
Yo, you have to make sure it show all like from your foot to your head, and behind you see the markings, and you see the measure. That's the only way.
And then they're gonna say my house don't work. Yo, guys, you know what? I'm not gonna prove nothing to no. When I come to America, you see me, and meet me up, and if you think me a 5'5", come try to open my head and see if me not broke on no ribs.
Except Brian Birkin look like a left back.
All right, you know what? But tell you what, yeah. Now the coronavirus kind of dropping. We're going to go back to start playing football. So this myth of how tall I am will be chopped off very easy. You get me?
Right. Man, send you a picture, Jade.
The man himself, where you learn those Photoshop skills, I don't know. I don't know. They're just lying on me, guys. I told you. Cataract calling. What? Cataract, we already reached 2 hours, you know. Oh, we have 15 more minutes. And not a damn second over because I have things to do. Guys, we don't get the video to 150 likes. Oh my God. Guys, get the video on the 150 likes, guys. Or else I'm not coming back later. If we don't get it to 150, I am not coming back later. All right, because I have a lot of work to do, and you guys are scamming me, saying that I'm not the actual height. So Cataract, Jordan, they're not gonna fool me because I'm pushover. I am going to prove to them that I'm that tall. All right, that's all. I'm not gonna fight with anybody. I'm gonna have to prove. All right, so Cataract, what say you, Cataract?
Morning the 5'10", boss. Morning the 5'10", boss.
All right, you know what? I have a plan, you know. I'm gonna get to some people, because I want to bring some content, some Jamaican content to you. If I get the accurate information, and I will maybe rent a hotel and provide some coverage for you guys. And you're going to see me in real life. I need to be on the camera with other Jamaicans to show you how big, fast, and strong I am. Yes, Cataract.
So JD is basically going to the back road. He's using an excuse to go back road.
No. I'm just saying, Jamaica will be coming in Netherlands, and if I get the accurate information and maybe I can be of a service, I will turn up. And people will see that I'm not as short as what they keep on saying.
We think you fly go to Newcastle.
No. Me not go to England. I should have gone to England December. But I never got my passport in time, so I have to wait a little bit longer. But Belgium, Netherlands, can go now.
Okay, so you're getting your passport through the JFF?
No. I had to send back for something in Jamaica. Something in Jamaica, and they told me that it's 8 damn weeks. I have to wait for it in Jamaica. 8 damn weeks. So it looks like it's a Jamaican problem. 8 damn weeks in 2023. Let me show 8 damn weeks. 8 damn weeks. I can't believe that in reality. 8 weeks. You have to wait to get Upstein and one of your documents them. 8 damn weeks in Jamaica. That's not reality. Upstein, they said. I don't know if it's a Netherlands word. I think it's a Netherlands word or a French word. I think it's a French word. But it's Upstein, that's the name. 8 damn weeks. So I posted it to.
But JD, so we run the ground.
Yeah, but
I tell about 8 weeks.
No, but because it was in the Belgian High Commission, so I had to go there. And because they said they wanted it to. They said that I could have used somebody's Jamaica, but I didn't want to use somebody. It cost me 50,000 when them tell me the money, and me no want to go on a 60 corner. You understand me? Yeah, cause me know me have to pay for catch a big dance truck, where it cost me 70,000, and I have to still pay the money for the actual thing, and then I have to still pay the money for the FedEx. So it could have cost me 300,000 for just get the upper scene, where actually cost me around 15,000 Jamaican in total. Yes. So it's going to cost me 300,000 for cataract and 15,000 it cost me in reality.
Are we on the ground?
But you would I can trust that you would have gotten it earlier for me. That is true. You get me? But me can't bother with the links in Jamaica. The links in Jamaica, guys, listen to me good. It costs you 15 times the actual cost of the thing.
But I don't know. See, other secret. Remember man sing song about it. Remember Irene said, "Big up the links where on the thing." Big up the link here, Sherlock, Brook Valley. Yeah, that's fun. I just Jamaica, brother. But do you think with the 8 weeks? I must have baby, I must pregnant.
No, but I'm just trying to show you that Jamaica does things.
Which man could tell me need something and tell me say 8 weeks?
Well, you want me put you remember? You see me have the papers right here. Let me tell you. Let me give you the exact paper.
Anyway, we talk different. We talk different. I get it.
8 damn weeks.
Look at the license or whatever. So hopefully, just tell me to get it fixed. I didn't even know it was out.
Jason, mute your mic now, Jason. We don't want to hear your business anybody here. You always talk your business in the background and everybody hear you Americans talking.
Yes, sir.
Every time you get in the car, you should turn it on.
People.
How you supposed to? But I got to press the brakes.
All right, we're going to disconnect Jason for now. Jason can come back when he's ready. I don't know if it was by accident. I'm going to show you the paper, guys. Because see it. Look, you see it. Look at it. Look at it. The file says Upstein. You see it for yourself. So this is one of the form, but I've already filled out the form. So you saw that I'm not a liar. 1,000%. Yes, and I'm gonna show you the time it takes because 8 damn weeks. You can check it for yourself.
You want even me I forgot get one to eat the apple. I rub it for the paper. Yeah, get your thing in 8 hours. What the
Yes,
man can tell
it's
about
bad, it's bad, it's bad. But I don't know if it's because they want to validate it. They want to check if you're a criminal in Jamaica, if you have any wanted warrants and anything, you know. So maybe that's what they wanted. So I said, okay, you know, take only 8 weeks because me know me ain't a criminal or nothing. You get me? Yeah. So yeah, man, let me stay on topic. Let me stay on topic. But I'm just trying to show you that when you have the players them not get papers and them stuff there, sometimes because me born in Jamaica, I still have problems. You know. I don't know if Jason getting arrested. So Katarak, what go on? We get all the information for Whisper, and we had some good conversations overall. You know. So what you have to add to the table?
No, no, but there I said that early morning I cut a couple TJ dubbing because some man style me and tell me say boy based on this year number one.
Okay.
So I just see the title. I couldn't really listen to the studio, but you had the reality boss. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
So we don't say
We did a very good job today. A very good job. I've not been harsh. I've been exact. Bring all the stages, what he's going to face, and what the expectation should be, and should not defeat this. If it goes one way or the other, we have brought up all the points. You know, every single thing. You know.
So he's on trial with the academy, or is he on trial with the first team?
No, not the first team. He's on trials with other academy, the under 21s. Yes.
Okay, because that would be a good look because that Newcastle is looking at striker. Newcastle they look
They
at
have
striker.
5 strikers in the academy already.
No man, me attack a senior team. Because remember, last year when they were desperate, they invested in Chris Wood, right from the New Zealand international from Burnley.
Quality player as well.
And
he's a good player.
A decent player.
But he have a different skill set. His skill set not warranting today's football. Straight up. You know?
In a to work out.
Yes.
No, let me tell you what happened. Chris Wood is good for a relegation dogfighting club.
Yeah.
Right? Where I play the hope and pray football at the out of our life. Like he will play good with his back to the goal, hold up the ball. When you dump those big balls up front. But and Callum Wilson is a bit fragile, who is the main man. So it will be a nice place for him to get into.
Oh, but Katarak, remember we only have 5 minutes, So what say you?
No, I'm saying it will be a nice place for him to get into. A difficult environment because Newcastle has a lot of money, so they will buy their way out of problems. So you have to impress when you go to Newcastle, because with the influx of the Saudi Arabia money, a lot of players who were touring starters at Newcastle have found themselves as bench players. Some has found themselves
that's
as
exactly what
players.
I led towards, because every metric of the conversation led towards they're going to say you have to either be a development player here and you have to have a 3-year project. And if the owners around the personnel will think that it's a 3-year project. One second. Let me calm my lady here. Yes, so I was leading towards the same thing, Yes.
Because they tend to buy the way. So you have a number of players, like I said, who were some of them whether they turn them nose up on Jamaica, like Isaac Hayden, him find himself on loan in the championship till he go enjoy himself again. You have Jacob Murphy, you have Jamal Lascelles, the Barbadian centre back. All those, he was the captain. All those men find themselves just begging the coach for like a minutes. Wilcox from Montserrat. He's born in Montserrat, right? Was those guys were a staple. Alex said Maximum. He was the man. No, they are looking at him to deals to make weight and those things. So it's a club that I am happy he's at the club because that's going to tell us a lot. Because
Yes,
the truth of the matter
yes.
is,
I think that's it.
it's not
That's
a
the
club
thing.
that is
It's an evaluation thing more than anything. I think this will be.
right. Because it's not the kind of club that's going to, you know, have to sign players on a whim, right? But kudos to him. We have heard a lot of Jamaican players go abroad for trials and come back. Many with the tails between the legs. Sometimes quietly, the only way you know them come back are when you see them play JPL. Again, you say, oh, that man, they never there in Portugal. But I think with the right attitude, he's at the right age. It's not the best possible age, but he's at the right age. Because he's 17 now, so he really would be what they call a second year a second year scholar. This guy leave the door open. A second year scholar. In the level of things. And let's see. It's a club that's going places, right? It's a club that's going places.
Yeah,
And
agreed. On all of those fronts, you brought up some good points because I had said that, but we detail everything. So I would just want is when February 6 come, we follow up the reports. We are not gonna listen to. I've told people where to get the reports from. You get me? So you get the actual report. You get me? Because as you know, for me, I always say that I will go to the source. You know, and the source. I'm not talking the source in Jamaica. I'm talking the source in reality. The source where I actually look at the players and give them valuation. You know, and they do show the respect to say that they have to come back to the fans and tell you exactly what it is. So you will get information from them, and the blogs will always keep posted because we told you from last night that the blog said yes, man, they will give us all the necessary information. It's not hard to get. It's not rocket science. It's not hard to get. So we will keep it posted, and it's a good opportunity for him. But I think it's the evaluation center, just like how the call up for Jamaica was an evaluation center for him. So he keeps on trying to get information on what he is, you know, so he can make a decision. And at the same time, you have a record from registered quality coaches telling you who you are. You understand me? So you can bring it to different institutions when you're looking. So it's a smart deal, you know. It's a deal where you have a valuation on the player, you know, without actually having the skill set or the requirement, the ability to evaluate a player's cost. It's a good way to do that as well. If you don't have the level of license and those stuff, it's a good way to find your players' quality as well, you know. And then if you want, if you said, all right, then I'm not gonna wait the 3 years, as what Newcastle give me, before we can even go back to the table. I can go to Middle East and then take a contract over there, so, and show them what Newcastle say. But it's a Premier League comparable to a different league when I have no much value. You understand me? Or you can bring it to a Netherlands and say, yo, listen, see other people give him the opportunity. So even put him as a sure player in the under 21 because they even took the consideration to put him in, give him a trials in England. You understand me? And that is a higher level. So it's a park that you can start a conversation off. So at the worst situation, it's a starter, a conversation starter for me. You know, that's how I evaluate it. So I will just wait and see at the end. All right. So we'll just take what Jason has to say and cataract, because as you see, my lady bad me up and asked me if I'm still a stream. I'm gonna tell her it's 5 more minutes.
No.
That wasn't a quick thing, Jason. That was one thing. I'm saying, JD, did you explore the fact that they consign him and then loan him out to another league immediately?
They can sign him. They can sign him now. They can, if he does good. If he does good today,
loan you out to Scotland and loan you out
if he does good today, they can sign him today. So that myth of he can't sign, he can be signed. They have other ways or he can be signed. He's not signing for the Premier League. He's signing for the Academy 21. It's different rules. And they can loan you back out. So they wouldn't trigger the 10 million clause. And that's even a better way out to do it, to get a player from early. But because the handlers them now would want the extra money and believe that their players were 10 million and 50 million, that's why you don't see more kids from other locations coming under that rule to say, all right, then I'm going to sign to the academy first. You get me? Than coming later, a year later for 10 million. So that is the difference. I hope people understand it. So you have different ways. So if, for instance, then if Mr. Butler and Richie them decide, say, you know what, me gonna take the risk. Them said 3 years. Newcastle like him. All right, let him go there and develop and stay there. We can sign tomorrow. They will work on his documents and he will be in the academy. And you will get once he signs his full contract to the big team, as though it projected in 3 years, you will get not your you will not get a transfer money on him, a development fee you will get, because
you get a development fee.
So that is the difference. So that
is
the difference. So that is a big difference. So this comes down to the actual agent. All right? Yes, that's what it comes down to, the handle of the person. So that's why I've always bring you the papers so you understand where I'm coming from. All right? Yes. So this thing of getting players overseas, a lot of players could have gotten overseas that are Jamaicans. You get me? Yes. And that's why you saw some players go overseas without transfer fees. Because the owner respect the player enough to let them go and realize they can't develop them any further, so they will take a sign-on bonus. And it will still be over 200,000 euros, 300,000 euros. So it still helps you significant, because that is millions of Jamaican. Every 6,000-7,000 might just clock over a million. So you could still end up with tens of millions just by producing the player. But you don't have the actual skill set to get the player on the level of the other players them. And you need others to get them up there. So sometimes it's a fine balance. And I'm not going to use this video to get in it. You get me? I will use a next video, because this was just the center around Whisper. And if I put it in the same video, a lot of people cannot comprehend. So they're going to tie it to his handlers. And I'm talking handlers overall. You understand me?
Period, yeah.
Yes. So that's why I didn't want to say it in this video. I want to just keep it right here. Give you all the information. Yes, so make hear from Jason and Cataract, and we can done there, you know? Because I prefer not to speak on a lot of matters. You know?
Yeah, to be totally honest, I missed some of the conversation because I got pulled over by Babylon.
Oh!
Lift up off of the stream.
What?
Everything is okay. Everything is okay. They say I had a brake light out, and because I know how to talk to people, they did not give me a ticket or anything of that nature. They just say go and get it fixed. So yes, I got lift up and taken away by Babylon for a minute. So I missed some of the conversation. But I heard the tail end, and I just have to say that I agree, and people need to be mindful of who we put our kids around, because at the end of the day, they have a lot of power when it comes to these negotiations overseas. There are situations that I have heard of. Myself being one, when I was a kid, I had the chance to go to an academy at the age of 10. And at the time, my mother did not want me to go. Now, I always look back and wonder how different my life would turn out if I was able to get development in the Netherlands from the age of 10. But you know, at the time, my mother did not think I was ready for the jump, even though the academy said that one of my parents would be with me. She did not think that it was the right step for me at the time. So, you know, it's very important, you know, who we have in control of our children. I was lucky enough to have my parents take care of me back then. But that point you touched on about the handlers is so vital, because as you said, if they don't have the kids' interest at heart and their main play is the money at the end of the day, that can lead to some bad decisions as far as the youth's development. So we need to keep that in mind.
Yeah, man. So what I have to say here, what I would go towards is to say that we have some other academies. Kingston Academy doing very good job. Ballers look like they were doing a good job, but they have improved now and developing their players, so they are doing a good job. So those are two other academies. Kingston Academy has 2 tours for Jamaican players. They are going to play Munchen Gladbach. And they're going to play Ajax, and it should be held in Netherlands. I'm going to give you some additional information. I'm still trying to get everything done. Maybe I will bring the personnel here, and then after, at this days later, they will have an under 17 tour for Jamaicans playing a plethora of actual good English teams. So I want to say Kingston Academy doing maybe the best academy work in Jamaica right now, and we need to pay them some attention. But at the same time, I am saying anytime you're getting any documents from anybody, make sure when you're dealing with these academies, and I think they should tell you it, always have a lawyer, because things can put in play and you sign things and you don't know what you sign. You get me? Because you love your kid and you want your kid to get certain things. So always take your time, pay keen attention to papers, and consult a lawyer. You get me? If you want to get the kids in certain location. I'm not putting down these academies. I say they're doing beautiful work, but I'm saying if you don't know anything in football metric, football is big business nowadays. Consult a lawyer at any time. Anytime you have a chance, consult a lawyer every single time.
JD, you are 1000% correct. What people don't understand is for anything, there's a specific area of law that's called contract law. Right? So don't go to the lawyer where they go to on the split case. You have lawyers who specialize in contract law, who know what to look for in contract. As a matter of fact, you even go further. You have lawyers that deal with entertainment contracts, and you have lawyers that deal with sports contracts. That's all they do is sporting contract. But you should never sign anything without first having your representative. Your representative have to look and tell you say that everything is a-okay. Because next thing you're locked into something that you can't come out of, and you wonder what go on with you and you pick me. So JD, that's very good. That's very sound advice, and I hope people take your.
I was saying it a while ago, but because sometimes it has to take situations for people to actually listen. You understand me? Because so it's just flowing to what I was saying for 3 weeks now, because I've noticed some things and I've realized that time moving, but the standard of Jamaica ain't moving. You understand me? The way we perceive things ain't moving, because I've realized that we are okay with certain things that happened to us 20 years ago. We are okay to say it's okay today in 2023. You understand me? So I've realized that we can be brainwashed very easy. So I want to make sure my people get the right information, because a lot of people always text me and ask me things because they heard me speaking here and realize that I could get information for them. And I respect those people because they go out and honestly ask me, and I go and get the necessary information for them. And they said it saved them from making some bad decisions. You understand me? So I realized that a lot of people would have gone down the route of making the bad decision. You get me? Because sometimes we follow only hype and trends, not necessarily things that was actually investigated. And maybe, i.e., Usain Bolt, a trend and hype, because clearly nobody investigated that for him, and it cost him 2 billion. You understand me? So we have to just move away from that. Our biggest marketing product got scammed 2 billion. Who you think in Jamaica buy a Jamaican or buy Jamaicans? So who you think them would not scam? Who is more marketable in Jamaica than Usain Bolt? No living human being. You understand me? And he was scammed by Jamaicans. So if we can always read don't accept any money from anybody. Anytime you hear anything and people want to give you upfront money, don't accept it. Don't accept it. I'm just telling you things because I know con artists, Jamaicans, what they would do. Don't accept any upfront money if son or daughter, whoever, you're doing running anything, if they show any signs, don't accept any money from people, don't accept any paper. Once you saw that you have a talented kid, just make sure you present everything, to your lawyer. So at the end of the day, you control the ballpark at the end of the day every single time. All right, because I know that Jamaica is a place of good natural talent, and those things can be exploited, because just as though you're not as educated in the development of the natural talent, you're not as educated on the business side of the natural talent. So make sure you consult someone that has the education. And that's why education is key. And if you hear a person telling you that you don't need to educate yourself, stay as far as possible from them. So I've shown you 3 different steps. You don't need nothing more. And that's where I'm going to stop talk for today. At least for this video. I have to use the kid and some other things. So you say, give your final piece, Jason, and Cataract, if you have any. And we'll just shut off.
Yeah, no, I think that was very well said. I'm not going to add anything. I just want to encourage everyone in the chat to make sure to smash up the like button on the way out. And yeah, big up everybody.
All right.
One Jamaica.
Cataract.
Yeah, man. There's not much else that can be added to when a man makes a very excellent point. And I think your points and your warnings or your heads up, let me put it that way, heads up, right? Timely, particularly with a lot of people that have children and trying to navigate this world. Please listen back to the video, that little clip of what JD
I'm gonna put this video on the front. I'm gonna put this video on the front because I want people to see it, you know? Yeah, because I know they will click because I whisper. At least the people from Jamaica. I have other fans, but I will put it there because they always call and ask. Yeah, so we'll put it at the front.
Right. And the thing with children, I don't know if I'm very disturbed, maybe. So I don't have anything to add to what you're saying, but just to say that those parents who have them children, the man them, I'm begging them. I don't know what the Jamaica, brother. I don't know if you heard the voice note JD with this father molesting daughter. She record it, right? And it is have Jamaica in shock, right? I am so ashamed. I am so ashamed. As you mentioned about children, I'm just saying, urging the man them on a picnic to hear a father. You heard about Jason
but Cataract, we don't want to go into an definite. Make us any it right here, because if you say the wrong word, you're gonna block the video. It's going to block the video.
Parents, the parents to your, they can't block it. It's not.
Cataract, please, just listen to me, no, man. Just listen to me. When I say something, just listen to me. Me know what I say. Just listen, please. Yeah, man. But just finish up a point. Just finish up a point.
No, but I'm just saying, parents be. Yeah, but we can't only just talk about sport, because we're talking about young children going to academies.
But I said certain words will block the video, you know? That's all.
So I'm not. Okay. So yes. I'm just saying, just the parental guidance and be good parents. Parents.
Yeah, man. All right, so guys, thanks very much for being here. Make sure to smash the like button and get this video over 150, if not 200, if not 1 million. But let's get the video up there. Thanks for being here, and just keep on doing the good work, and just keep on trying to learn and evolve yourself as a human being. That's all I ask. You know, parents, everybody, just keep it. All right, big up.